The third is sort of these systems, right? And this is sort of really simplifying it, but there's sort of event-driven marketing, which is something happens, you host an event, you go out to lunch with someone, and then nothing happens, and this is sort of what the growth curve rate, sort of these spikes in activity, but no real results. We have something that I call person-driven marketing. Some of you are very charismatic. You sort of naturally go out and do these things, but it's what I call the yo-yo effect. You get a little time, you go do something. Oh, wait, you created some clients. You've got some work. You don't have time. Oh, wait, we've got to go out and get some more clients. We go do something. Oh, wait, we're busy. We can't. What we're really shooting for from a systems perspective is what I like to call process-driven, right? The idea that marketing, like everything else in your firm, is a system. And because of the nature of marketing, people don't tend to look at it that way. But that's what we're really shooting for, right? That you have a process for marketing that will elevate, enhance, and expand the work that you do. And I'll give you an example of what that might look like in a little bit. So there are different ways to look at systems. The first is what we like to call style, which is either systematized or specialized. Systematized marketing is scalable. It's low impact over a large audience, right? Email campaigns, your blog, social media, if you do newsletters, right? It's sort of getting a lot of message out there, but the impact is low because it's not as personal. Systematized marketing is an incredibly important part of your marketing. It works best when supplemented with what we call specialized marketing. Specialized marketing is, for the most part, you time, or if you have someone who's in charge of marketing in your firm, them time. And what I mean by that is specialized is much less scalable. It's a much lower impact ratio, right? It's 1-to-1, or maybe you're going to, taking a couple clients to dinner or to golf or something. So you don't have the scale, but it's much more intensely personal, and it's much more customized and tailored, and so it's a high impact. And what a lot of firms will do is one or the other. Where marketing becomes really systematically successful is when you put those two things together. And again, I'll show you an example of this. But generally, we like to see systematized marketing be about 75% of a firm's marketing efforts and specialized be about 25%. You're busy, you have clients to serve, you have a business to run. So we want to make sure to leverage your time, but you've got to make sure that you've got the story and then the systems and the platform behind it to make sure that that story is getting out there without you having to go, oh, I've got to go do something today, right? So that's really about scaling that strategy and really making sure that you can get that message out to as wide an audience as possible so that, to Jack's point, when that money in motion moment happens, you are the person that comes to mind. And the number one limitation that I've heard from advisors when it comes to marketing is time. Why don't you do more marketing? Well, we don't have the time. We don't have the time. We don't have the time. And that's great. There's a story I heard once about two senators, and they were in the hallways of the Senate, and they were having a discussion about something with an initiative that this one senator really wanted funded, and he was going on and on about how important it was and how this it was and how that it was. And the other senator paused, and he took a breath, and he looked at him, and he said, you can tell me what's important to you, or you can show me your budget, and I'll tell you what's important to you. We all think that we have a time problem. I'm going to be probably one of the first people to tell you that that's not true. You don't have a time problem. We have priority problems. We have so much that we want to do or feel we need to do that we get distracted. And right, it's the whole immediate and urgent versus important, and we've all heard this, but the basic idea is if marketing and growth are important to you, you're going to make time and resources and system inside the firm to make sure that marketing is done, and this is the key, consistently. And if it's just you driven, if it's that people driven box, it's going to be really difficult to do consistency because you have so many demands on your time.